Hello everyone, it's Dee and welcome to my Pick a Card Tarot Readings channel and welcome to your reading. In this video, we are going to explore what is blocking your desired manifestation from coming forth, whether it's about timing, it's about needing to learn some more experiences, it's about blockages, it's about being ready, whatever it is. We're going to dive deep and figure out what is blocking your manifestation and what you need to do to open yourself up to allow it to come in. There are 4 different symbols before you. Go ahead and decide which one is really pulling you and calling you. I will start with the first symbol. There are timestamps listed for the others below. Hello, symbol number 1. So just before I turn the camera on to get started with your guys' read, I was really feeling like you are in this frozen pattern. Like I'm seeing you sitting on top of a mountain covered in snow and almost like you are encapsulated in ice, all right? So you've been frozen. Things are still. You can't move forward. You can't move backwards. It's like you're in the period of winter, the season of winter. So let's see what this is about. Why are things on hold? Why are you being held in place? Spirit, show us what's going on here. What is the purpose of that? Okay, all is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. All right. So with this, the reason why you've been put on hold is there needs to be a big evaluation of the company that you keep, because where you are headed or what you're asking for, or you know what, beyond the desired manifestation here, the path that is before you is sprinkled with a lot of magic and happiness and things that you haven't even thought to ask for yet. However, there is something about the company that you keep, all right? It could be like that your energy is too drained, like you are too invested in what's happening for other people, like they call you and they need to talk to you and they need to tell you every single thing that's going on in their life and look to you for a solution, or maybe you're always bailing them out, things like that, and your energy is spread very thin amongst the people around you. And what that means to you is going to be different for each of you, because this is general, okay? So this thinned energy could also be connections where, you know, you're giving too much and you're not getting enough back. Your energies are splintered. You could have been going through a period of healing a broken heart, or just, you know, really trying to assess your place in the universe, where you are meant to be. What is your path? I just keep going back to that. It's the company you keep, because what is created by one can be had by all. And there is this energy about you. I feel you're very magical in general. Like you save the day, you help people out, you always have the right advice. And so when you create abundance for yourself, when blessings for you come in, you share them with all. And what you're asking for here, these next steps on your journey, you need more of yourself together. You need more of your energy focused on you and grounded in your path forward. That even though there's a lot of ties within your life, Spirit's really directing you to focus more on you right now. That's why we've gone frozen. You need to walk the hermit's journey. You need to figure some things out within yourself, all right, about relationships and the dynamic within them. And this doesn't even, your desired manifestation, it doesn't even have to have a thing to do with relationships, all right? But Spirit saying this is what blocks you. It's the company you keep. Something about that energy either keeps your energy low vibrational, or you're spread very thin, your energy is very splintered, or their words are like poison. I do see like broken and shattered energy for some of you guys. So what's blocking the true desire of your heart is the company you keep somehow, some way. All right, so let's pull some more cards here and see what your path forward is. How do you properly assess that? And that's why you're in this frozen mode. Like, Spirit's really trying to come in and help you out, help you realize these different energies around you that are holding you almost in this like fixed vibrational place that doesn't allow you to fully manifest, to fully blossom into the path that you desire for yourself. Okay, so we have ask, signs, and grounding. So you've been asking Spirit, the universe, you know, what you believe in, how you connect to the higher realm, the higher power here. You've been asking, and now your team comes in strong and says, we've been answering you through sign and synchronicity around you. You know what you must do. And, you know, I just feel that you're a very loving person, and putting yourself first at times may feel very selfish to you, but I feel like it's your time to shine. You've done your part. You've paid your dues. And here with the grounding energy, that's where like energies are spread too thin, or there's a splintering, which doesn't allow enough life force of your own to come through and ground what it is that you so desire. And so you've been put on hold because Spirit really wants you to see the signs, the synchronicities that are around you, because Spirit has been answering you 100%. You've been asking, I need help, I'm drowning, I'm going under. And Spirit, like, here's the answer. It's the company you keep. It's the company you keep. And this doesn't mean that people around you are horrible, bad people, okay? Some of you, that could absolutely be the case. But again, you know, just look at this picture. This, you know, person here in this pool, and you see these ripples. I feel like this is you, a beautiful life force energy, and, you know, very synchronistic to the symbol that you chose, you know, the life tree, as above, so below. And you are very magical, and you have what it takes to imagine and pull it down, you know, from the non-physical and anchor it here into the physical realm and make it manifest for yourself. But there's too much of yourself going out to other people, to other things, where there's not enough left to ground your true intentions. And that's why the path that's before you is filled with so much more than you can imagine, because there is a lot that's owed to you from the beautiful energies that you put out. It's just like it's time to put yourself first. And if people can't handle that, you know, maybe it's time for you to create some separation, to go into hermit mode. Or if events have gone as such to where a lot of, you know, relationships or ties are just kind of naturally distancing or falling away from your life, and that's why you feel like you're on hold, on freeze, it's because it's time for you. It's time to focus on you and ground your energies and your intentions. And, you know, some people, meditation helps. Some people, writing lists, making vision boards help. Some people, just getting lost in thought of what they dream of helps. Some people, reminding themselves throughout the day, this is where I'm headed, this is what I'm doing. I, you know, open myself to receiving all the love that I give out. You know, whatever it takes, ask Spirit to align you to those remedies for your own personal path. For me, sleep affirmations is always very, very helpful for me to ground my energies, or realize where I'm super off track, or why things just are starting to go astray. So that's my remedy, and I always recommend that, but that doesn't mean it's yours. Try it, you know, but don't close yourself to, all right, well, this just isn't for me because this remedy didn't work. Your remedy might be something different, and Spirit really does answer you, comes in quite strongly here, and this is your path forward. See this hand going underwater? You know, as you move forward, it's like you come up from the deep, and here you are standing on the water, walking on the water. There is so much magic about you, okay? And as you focus on self and you keep yourself in a very balanced, grounded energy, then you have more to give to those around you. And, saying no sometimes is not selfish. I personally had to learn that lesson myself. And it's hard, it's hard to tell somebody that you really love, no, I'm not helping you with this, or I'm not doing that this time for you. And it's for your own preservation. And also, sometimes when we continue to do and be there for somebody, picking up their pieces, being their crutch, it enables them to, hinder their own personal growth and evolution. Hard times, the times that break us and shatter us and really challenge us, are the times that grow us the absolute most. And you are a very beautiful, giving, caring person, but it's like Spirit says, you've got to stop thinking it's selfish to think about you, to put yourself first. Now, I feel some of you may have like younger children at home, and you say, I can't put myself first. And, I totally understand that. That's a different situation. You need to ask Spirit, how do I create the space for me, the time for me in my day outside of these obligations that I cannot get around, that I have to fulfill, And Spirit is going to show you and tell you how, because it's time for magic. And the more balanced you are, the more things come in and manifest for you, and the easier it all becomes for you. So it's time to really think about you and what you need and what your remedies are, and the answers will come forth. All right, let's pull some tarot. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you do put time, energy, and effort towards your desire, what you want, but it's like nothing ever happens for me, or it's just halfway. Why is that? It's because there's too much of you that goes to other things. And Spirit wants to show you the art, all right? The art of like alchemy for your own life. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you feel like there's too much going on most of the time. Like, how do I even find the time? But you will. You will find the time. Spirit wants to help you with this. Yes, and it's going to be you letting go of an old version of yourself, okay, where you have to put in boundaries between you and others. You have to learn how to say no. You have to realize your limitations. All right, because it is good to be there, to be loving, to be supportive of others. We all have to help each other out. We all need a shoulder sometimes. But when you're the shoulder for all and there's no shoulder for you, it depletes your life force. It depletes your own personal happiness and joy. And so giving all that beautiful energy out, is a ripple effect, and what you put out does come back to you. But if you're underwater here, how do you receive that? You've got to be up here on top of the water, right? And that's knowing your personal boundaries and when to say no. And when you're getting out of alignment because too much is being asked of you. And now look at that. We have the Devil. Yeah, too much is being asked of you, and it like puts you in a cage. I also get the sense that you never want to hurt anybody. You never want to rock the boat. All right, you want to keep everybody happy. Like maybe you're the mediator, the peacekeeper amongst, the office, the family, friends, just whatever here. And it's time for you to ask yourself, what do you need, soul? What do you need, body? What do you need, heart? What do you need, mind? What is it that you need? It's not about what you want or what you're deserving of, but what do you need? And it's time for that to be just as important as anybody else's need or trouble or sorrow or whatever. Because, the more evolved you are emotionally and spiritually, the more you will consider your own troubles and heartaches and challenges as like mere trifles compared to those around you who appear to be going through things worse than you. You will never have a full awareness of the strength that you are and the challenge of what you've been through, what that takes. And you will just, it's like you don't see that about yourself, and Spirit wants you to know that about yourself. Spirit wants you to admire yourself, the way that you look upon others who are going through things, and you come in and you walk with them and you help them and you support them, and you've got to recognize all the good that you do and see yourself in that same light of like glory. I feel you really keep a lot of things together. You really hold it down. And that's very commendable. But what about you? It's like there's not enough left over for you. And that's why what you truly try to manifest for yourself doesn't seem to come into play. And you've been learning the lesson of personal boundary. And now you've been getting the signs and synchronicities, and this is like a message you've already received before. And so that's like Spirit really trying to be like, yes, in these readings, I am talking to you. Yes, it is okay for you to put yourself first. It's okay to think about what you need, what's going to make you happy. It's time for that, because you seriously will make magic, all right? You will make magic. It's time for the old skin to fall away, the death of some aspect of you or the company that you keep, so that you can elevate, so that you can walk on the water here, so to speak, okay? The water of your reality. Instead of sinking to the bottom, you're standing on top. As above, so below. And it's the people around you, like the weakest link, okay? You're like the link that's holding it all together. And I don't feel you get the proper appreciation or recognition always that you deserve. And maybe sometimes hear what's being asked of you or expected of you. The person asking or expecting is fully capable of handling it on their own, or it's like the same scenario over and over and over, and they never learn, but you're just very caring and you're always there. And through you putting distance and disconnection in these certain connections, you're going to see how much more you're thriving, because it's important that people check in on you and ask you what you need and how you're feeling and how your day's going and how your dreams are coming along. Because I feel you keep a lot of that to yourself, and that's part of that frozen energy. Like you feel you're only loved for the vibes that you offer to others. Like you question, does anybody even see me? Does anybody even really know my true heart, my true soul? And Spirit wants you to see your true heart and true soul, because once you have a full recognition of your magnificence and just again like that realization of the strength in which you are and the unique person in which you are, it's so liberating. And in that space, it's much easier for you to put boundaries down. And in that space, you become far more selective about who can get close to you, because you want to be vulnerable. You want to be able to share your thoughts and your emotions and your dreams and enjoy life and be happy. You don't always want to hold it together for people. And maybe for a time you were very comfortable in that role, but you've outgrown that role. Okay, all that there was to learn in that space you've learned, and now it's time for you to focus on you and to inspire and help through your example of success and abundance, rather than you being the life jacket. The life jacket or the life raft. There we go. The life raft, that you throw yourself way out to sea to save people. Okay. It's time for them to save themselves, because not only can you make that swim and they cannot, you can make that swim with them on your back. You've outgrown this. It's time for them to learn how to swim on their own. And that life raft, that was there. Like they've used up all their get out of jail free cards, so to speak, energetically on their own path. And once you allow yourself the permission to dream and to care about you, and it's not selfish, I feel like even for some of you, you give so much to your family to the detriment that you will go without certain things for years and years, like buying new socks or buying a new winter jacket, just, very everyday type of things. And you don't even do that for yourself because you're like, no, such and such needs this more than I do, or I have enough of this. Like, that's just your heart. And so I see why this is gonna be a hard transition, or has been a hard transition for you. But Spirit's coming in and saying it's time to shed that, and you walk this path of the things that you can't imagine, because when you're in this higher vibration, so much more can come to you. And Spirit's been telling you this over and over. And this, like I said, this is a message you've already heard, and it's just time for you to be freed from that, like, hand. I just feel like a hand on you, and I know that's not literal. But once you choose yourself, and that doesn't mean like you're never there for other people, but once you choose yourself, a lot's going to change for you, and a lot's going to come in for you. And it's going to be much easier for you to ground your energies each day and bring forth the manifestation that you desire. So let's pull another card for you. I am light. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. Yes. See, you are the beacon of light. Before, you were the life raft, and now you are the beacon of light, which means you inspire from afar. You shine, you're authentic, you're genuine, and through your strength, that inspires others to save themselves rather than call upon you to bail them out, or, you've got to listen to my story. This here is like you are the light, and you're going to attract other people who share the same light as you, who are going to check in on you, who are going to ask how you are doing and help you manifest all that which you dream, okay? Because you are such a beautiful person. You need to know that. All right, let's pull one final card. Today I am filled with the energy and overflowing with joy. So this is a little mantra to tell yourself each day. And just the image, this is really about you grounding your energy, as above, so below. Like, it's time for magic to come into your life, into your reality. All in which you've given out wants to come back, and it's come back in trickles, but it's like this whole floodgate. Like, the dam's gonna break, and all this abundance and love and beautiful energy is gonna flow in, and you flow upon it because you are the light. All right, this is a very, very powerful message for those of you that chose that first symbol. I hope that this has helped, and I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, symbol number 2. Let's get right into your read and see what is blocking that manifestation that you desire. I'm feeling that it's, for you guys, this is really about a timing thing, meaning you've been working quite hard to bring forth a desired manifestation, and you haven't realized that a lot of unrelated events to which you were asking for have played a part in paving the way, you know, towards this manifestation, towards this journey. And you are coming out of the winter into the spring. Like, see, like the snow is just now beginning to melt, and you just got a little bit further on the journey here before what you're asking for comes into manifestation. And also, some of you, I feel like what you are asking for or what you've been trying to achieve, as this snow melts, metaphorically, you're gonna make a different choice, or there's something coming in to be offered to you that's quite unexpected. Okay, so changing your mind, or this offer is actually leading to better than what you were asking for. Oh my gosh, yes, for all of you, this is a better outcome than which you have asked for, and it may be different, like destination, different end than what you thought, but it's better. Oh, and it's like all these different pieces are in motion with this. So let's pull an opening card here. Trust in your new path. All will work out for you. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Look at that. Yes, yes. It is gonna, something is gonna change. And maybe you like resist that, or you're like, oh, I don't know. But no. It's like the turn, the change of mind, the door that opens, the unexpected offer, opportunity, because this is not part of your plans at all, how this comes into play. But this is what you want, and it leads to bigger and better. So this is just a good example. Spirit popped in my head. So let's just say you've been saving up to buy a used car, okay? You're like, I'm gonna save up, I want this specific car, but I can only afford it as a used vehicle. And so that's my plan, and you've been working towards that. And then all of a sudden, somehow, some way, there's this other vehicle, not the vehicle that you have been trying to manifest for yourself, but it's brand new and comes with so much more than that used car is that you've been dreaming of. And the used car could be a car that you've wanted all your life, okay? But this new car, it might not be like appear as fancy, but it's better. It's better. Oh my gosh, it has so much more to it. And that's like what I see here is where you've been trying towards something that, yeah, it's good, it's neat, but you deserve better than that. Like it's brand new. And at first glance, you might be like, well, no, that new car, it doesn't have, you know, this, that, and the other. So yeah, it might be brand new, but it's not that. And Spirit's like, no, you want this brand new. You want the brand new. It's like what's coming to you, what's going to be offered, the door that opens is so much more than what you've been reaching for. And because it's not exactly that thing, or it doesn't look like you initially thought, you might turn away, say no, or not walk through that door. And Spirit's like, oh no, change that mind, accept that opportunity, that offer, whatever it is. Trust the new path, trust the new journey. Or even some of you, it could be like you've been doing everything that you know to do to be a good human being, to do things right, and then all of a sudden it's like the rug got ripped out from underneath you, and all these twists and turns events have really changed your plans and your goals and what you were hoping for. And Spirit's like, trust your new path, trust your new journey. You don't know what's coming. It's brand new. It's upgrade. It's better than what you were asking for, okay? And you know, if this is about like a relationship, a romantic relationship, you know, nobody's better than the next person, right? We are all equal. But perhaps if you were, you know, trying to manifest a relationship with a very specific person, Spirit is saying, like, you don't see all the shadow behind, like, the fantasy or the emotion attached to that. And there's somebody else that's going to come in, and you might, want to turn away or not pay this new person much attention because you're fixed on this, person you're hoping to create something with. And this new person behind them is like a field of roses. Okay. So just really be open to the new energy that comes your way, even though it was unexpected and not anticipated whatsoever. It's like leading you down a golden path. Oh my gosh, that's so strong. All right, let's pull some more cards. Self, past lives, and the child within. Okay. Due to the way these events have played out, or the length of time it has taken you to get this close to what it is you desire, you manifest, you've questioned, am I just cursed? Was I a bad person in a past life? Was I just a really bad person and I'm paying all my debts in this lifetime? Or, if there's things I'm not aware of about myself, like what's going on? Through this journey up to this point, you've had a lot of reflection of inner self, okay? And what I see here, because you have self and then the child within, this is very ego-based and this is very soul-based. And what you've been asking for has come more from the ego, even though you may have thought it comes from the soul. And that's like the difference of what's coming in here, is you've been asking for something more from an ego base, and that's not a bad thing, okay? I don't want anybody to think that's a bad thing, but the ego is more of like temporary happiness, short-lived happiness, satisfaction right now in the moment. And the soul knows patience, knows the journey, okay? So I feel there's this desire that's been, constructed by the ego energy, and the soul has heard the call and says, no, let me lead you to something much greater, much more. And so the journey to get there has been a big part of learning to surrender self, and learning the difference between the ego desire and then the true call of the soul. All right, so you've been on this journey learning that, like a soul cycle. And with past lives, this is also work that you were, how do I properly phrase this? Because I don't feel like this was your whole life focus, okay? But in your past incarnation, you are mastering the difference between, the ego, the mental body, and the spirit, the soul. And now you've been, in this lifetime, that cycle has come in and it's played its full circle, okay? And you've learned a lot, and you've recognized a big difference between the ego and the calling of your soul. Some of you getting very in tune with your intuition. And what's happening now is here's this ego has constructed, this plan, this desire, this end goal, and the soul has also been working right along with the ego, but the soul is leading you to that higher fruit, that shinier outcome, okay, that has more potential, is longer lived. And being brought back to that car comparison. Some of you, when you go to purchase a car, you purchase a used car over and versus a new car, because when the new car drives off the lot, it loses its value, right? And I don't know why Spirit's bringing me back to this, but it's like in your mind, this ego would represent the used car, like this is the value of it right now today. I'm not going to lose anything here. And the new car, even though much more fancy and sleek in the ego, it's like, no, that's a loss. It's going to lose its value, or there's more work involved in that. There's something along those lines where you can recognize this is a better path somehow, some way, but it's like we turn back over here because it's like I know what to expect here. Over here, I don't. And so you've gone back and forth between the ego and the spirit about this, about your journey, okay? And you've gotten fixed on this is how it should be. And it is about to manifest. You are just upon it. But allow, all will work out for you. Trust in your new path. Like there's this unexpected that's going to come in. And that's your soul, okay, putting in that curveball to pull you down that path, because that's the true answer of the call within for happiness, for joy. Because no matter what the manifestation is, the end goal of that is to bring you happiness and joy, to fulfill that desire. And your soul has constructed a different journey that is filled with so much more magic and happiness, that's all brand new and not familiar in any way, okay? And it's like the struggle between the ego of letting go of the control of what you think that you want, because your soul's like, no, this is what you want. And that's why Spirit's like, no, go with the new, go with the unexpected, walk through that door. You're really going to be happy with what's on the other side. All right, let's pull some tarot. The Wheel of Fortune, yes, the fates shall turn in your favor. Okay, and it may have seemed the fates weren't super kind up to this point, but trust your journey. Your soul is leading you. Okay, your mind, the mental body, the ego might feel in control, but the soul truly always is. Ten of Wands, you're ready for things to be what they be. The cards fall as they shall. And Seven of Cups right here. Seven of Swords. And Five of Cups. Okay, so you are ready for whatever it is that you've been asking. Okay, you truly are. And there is a sadness attached to this. Like, why is this taking so long? And again, you've been on this journey. And with the Ten of Wands, that's really clarified. Like, I'm on this journey. I'm learning some things. Some of this is like old lessons from past life that I'm now completing. I'm completing that soul cycle. And through the completion of that, there is a changing in your energy. All right? And that's where this unexpected comes in. Because before, how we stay in these lower energies, still be in this cycle uncompleted, you wouldn't be in the right vibration for this unexpected, beautiful blessing to come your way. All right, you wouldn't be in those vibes, but you are. And so it's like things aren't working out as you had hoped, and then all of a sudden, like the darkness turns into night. The darkness turns into day. The sun comes out, the rainstorm stops, and this unexpected blessing comes your way. And you might be like, yeah, this is really good, but this isn't what I was expecting, or this isn't what I was hoping for. And Spirit's like, go that way. Go that way, because it's going to alleviate and prevent Seven of Swords, Five of Cups energy. Going down this same path of what the ego tells you brings Seven of Swords, Five of Cups. Taking that unexpected turn, okay, that's the soul, which leads you into a shift of your wheel of fortune, and you align to a whole new path, a whole new journey. You don't need to go through these lessons anymore. It's time for a new path. It's time for the unexpected. It's time for the unfamiliar. And you may be saying, oh, well, I've been wanting that. I've been wanting that. But there's something about, the programming of your consciousness, or something about the hold of ego, that it keeps you like complacent upon this, like that veils your eyes from what you could truly achieve. Like what's being offered, some of you, this could be where it's almost too good to be true type of energy is what you're thinking, and so you might want to be like, nope, I'm not going down that road. That's just too good to be true. There's no way this would last. There's no way this could work out. And Spirit's like, yeah, it can. What is your soul calling you to do when you come to this juncture in your journey? And the timing of that's different for each of you. But when you come to this juncture in your journey where it's like a huge, just unexpected turn, don't fear that. Don't even question it. Just know, okay, this is the way I'm going. Like your soul's taking you down that path, because to continue forward, I feel would just not be the type of fulfillment that you were seeking at all whatsoever. And it would just be like a repeat, of what you've already been through, which is what's represented in this Ten of Wands. Like it would just be a repeat. It leads you down like this same old path, this same old journey. And the programming in the subconscious mind might be more inclined to stick with what is known. But in order for this manifestation to come in, it's time for the subconscious to accept the recognition that all has been gained. There is no more lesson needed through this journey. It's time to elevate. It's time to rise up. And that elevation, that rising up, comes through that unexpected turn. All right, so just keep that in perspective. Let's pull you another message. Shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms my fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells within me. Oh my goodness. Yes, see? Your soul knows the way, and you are going to become more aware of that inner guidance as well through this process of that unexpected turn. Okay, and my desire to improve myself transforms my fear into strength. Spirit says you have nothing to fear, you have nothing to worry about. It's time for you to rise to a different plane of experiencing, all right, and to get more than what you were asking for originally. So let's pull one final card, which is meant to be your mantra. Today is a sacred gift from life. Wow. Yes. Every day is sacred and it is not wasted, even if it feels like, some days are the same, thing over and over and over. Every step is sacred. every step serves purpose and is part of your journey. And just get very present and know that, and look at that, the magic. What's coming to you is so much more than you asked for, truly. You've just, you're in the final stages of clearing the residual energies of old lessons that you've completed. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, symbol number 3. So what I was feeling just as I was beginning this reading is with your guys' manifestation, it's like something is manifesting like right now or soon to manifest, and you feel like, wow, is this it? Is this all there is? And Spirit's saying like what is about to manifest needs to manifest to lead you towards that higher thing that you're reaching for. Okay, so something that's going on right now or just about to manifest is actually leading you towards what you're asking for, but it may not appear that way to you. And so that's why Spirit's bringing that in first. So let's pull a card and see what else is happening here for you guys. All right, that one right there. Be, fill, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. Yes, see that right there. I love it. What's happening right now or what's about to unfold is truly a step towards what you are asking for. And Spirit says surrender to the now, surrender to the journey, trust your path. All that you desire is truly achievable. But our perception of getting there is often not the path in which leads us to our manifestations and our desires. And through what's going on right now, you're learning some things and you're gaining some experience, which leads you ever closer, all right? And there's other factors involved. And some of you, I feel like there's other people's free will involved in this too. So the deciding factors and circumstances of their lives, you know, it all feeds together into a moment for you. So Spirit says don't lose heart, don't lose faith, don't lose hope. Really, really trust your journey and absorb and gain everything there is to be received in every moment, in every experience, because it's truly leading you to the thing that you're asking for most. So let's pull some more cards. Leap of faith. Look at that. Lovely. Throat chakra, throat center. And wow, you've got the solar plexus, the power center. You need to make sure that all the words you speak are sweet and kind of you and your journey and anything else that may be expressed, okay? Because right here, this is Spirit saying you have a strong power of vibration of this, of what is spoken from you. It really affects your reality. And so when things aren't working out or don't seem to be falling in place as you desire, you may tell yourself things like, oh, you were stupid for believing this, or you were stupid for thinking you could do this, or you're not worth anything. Like, you know, if you get really hard on yourself, Spirit's calling you to the carpet on that and say you can't do that to you, because you disempower yourself when you talk yourself down. And if you would never say to others what you say to yourself about yourself, then it should never be said. Because some of you, I feel, really get hard on yourself, okay? You could definitely be somebody who desires perfection of self, like you strive to be the best you can be in every moment, all right? And you really beat yourself up when you overlook something, or you make a mistake, or you feel blinded by another. How could I have never seen that? And Spirit's like, you need to be softer on yourself, and the words that you speak of yourself and the words that you express verbally about yourself should be beautiful and empowering and uplifting and about your future, not what's going wrong, but what's going to happen, the solutions that you are going to come into. It's what you're saying externally as well as internally to self. And this, what you're saying externally, even goes, for like, what a beautiful day. Noticing the things that are beautiful and magical of the everyday. Look at that sunrise. Look at that rainbow. Look at those flowers. Smell those flowers. Feel the energy of the air all around me. Okay. It's just like really immersing yourself in each and every moment for all it's worth, because there's something to be gained. And at times you are going to have to feel as though you're taking a leap of faith, but that's okay. Spirit says you are on point, you are on target, but don't disempower yourself by your words of what you speak to yourself or what you say externally, because whenever you're talking bad and low about yourself, you are taking away your own personal power. When you are speaking ill of another, even if they deserve it, okay, you are only disempowering yourself. We all make mistakes, and each and every person is working with a certain level of consciousness through their own personal journey and experience up to that point. And, some people are just very illusioned and asleep and not self-aware whatsoever. And you just, instead of, feeling angst against that, especially when that sort of energy seems to appear to impact your reality, Spirit's saying, do not judge that. That energy is put there for purpose, for you to learn from, and not in the sense of like this person has like this great wisdom to teach you, but they're teaching you a patience, a tolerance, a balancing, and learning to control one's emotion and emotional response to unfavorable stimulation. Okay, these type of individuals that it's just like, you are like, how did you get this far in life? Or you are so dark and selfish and ugly, like I don't even know how you receive a single blessing. Like, pull your mind out of that space and look through a different lens of, okay, this person triggers this emotion in me. What are they teaching me in doing that? And it's always to strengthen and grow that area of yourself. And it's like through these processes, it's leading you to this really great thing that you desire, that you ask for. But it's something about the words you speak to yourself about yourself, or speak about your life or others, that really disempowers you. Okay, and Spirit's bringing that to the forefront and saying you have the power to achieve all that you desire. You've just got to speak it into existence. And in those times where it's hard to do so, that's when you've got to have that leap of faith and really trust your path and your journey. So let's pull some tarot. The Emperor, look at you. Yeah, you are powerful. You are strong. You can move mountains. It's just, you've got to believe it of yourself and speak it into existence. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune, 2 major arcana right out the gate for you. Justice, 3rd major arcana. The Knight of Swords, look at that. The communication and what plays out in the mental body right there. So impactful to you. And 5 of Cups. Okay, so what this tells me is, yes, you are very powerful, and all that you desire, you are 100% capable of achieving. It comes down to your personal empowerment and your belief of self and what could happen in your life. And you've got to believe that the Wheel of Fate, or the Wheel of Fortune, the fates turn for you. Okay, No bad darkness is going to last forever. Like, energy is constantly in motion, in movement, and you can't let one moment taint the next, okay? Because they're each their own energy, each bringing you something that you need for your journey, along with these different energies of people that come in and trigger different emotional response within you, which is only to facilitate your growth and add to your personal empowerment, okay? Because sometimes you may feel like doing the right thing, holding your tongue, trying to be mature, trying to see the higher perspective blows up in your face, but it's not. All things that you put out shall return to you. All energies shall balance. And here is your confirmation of that. All right. And next, it's right here in the Knight of Swords. Your thoughts and your expression of those thoughts towards self, and, expressed externally to the universe, whether to a specific person or not. Like, all of that comes back to you. And Spirit says, watch your tongue. Watch your words, especially about yourself and your life and what you're capable of achieving, because I feel setbacks really, really get you down. And here it is, what's manifesting now or about to manifest. You're like, oh, why? This is not my path. This is not my way. And Spirit is like, yes, this is part of the journey to what you truly seek. All is not lost. It's just another step towards. Okay, and what you want, you will manifest. You will make it happen. The wheel is turning as we speak in this reading right now, in this moment. And the more that you direct this expression towards self and external into a place of positivity, of empowerment, I will make this happen for myself. And, any sort of mistakes that you've made, I really feel like you hold yourself to a very high level of a standard of like success, of productivity. And that level that you hold yourself to, the people around you, you don't even hold them up to that same standard. It's like a lower standard. And so when they disappoint you and they let you down, it's a big disappointment, because you're like, I give you room. Like, I don't even hold you to the space in which I walk, in which I live my life. And so it's even more disappointing. And you've got to realize that the bar that you hold for yourself is nearly impossible, okay? And that's why Spirit's saying you've got to be easier on yourself. Beating yourself up is not the way that you get to the end goal. It's the acceptance of self and others and all that the universe brings to teach you, expand you, and grow you, and evolve you into that next phase, that next level in which you desire so deeply. All right. And you have everything you need to make that happen. And you're learning a few things, like this emotional mastery. And through that process, you move on to this path that you so desire. All things you put out shall return to you. You've just got to open your energy through being kinder to yourself, easier on yourself, and realize every journey takes its own time, and you can never measure your success against another, okay? Because some of you, you see others achieving more success or making more progress than perhaps you, and you're working so hard, and Spirit's like, don't worry about their path, don't worry about their journey. All right, you don't know where they're headed. You don't know if that success they have right now is going to be fleeting and fading in, the turn of a moment here. And the success that you come into, that could be long lasting for the rest of your days. It's all about the foundation in which something is built on, and it starts energetically. And you are amazing, okay? But you've got to be kinder to self and respond differently to those more negative emotional stimulation externally, because I feel things really get to you and really upset you. You're not somebody who is just going to fly off the handle. Like, it takes a lot of prodding, okay? And it's like you feel that you are always picking up the slack. You always have to be in charge, but you don't have the title of leader, boss, manager, things like that. And you're coming to a place of great frustration in that. Spirit says nothing you do is wasted. It's all leading towards the path in which you desire. And often along the way, we don't understand that. You know, one of the very last jobs I worked before I started YouTube full time, I did not like it there. It was very emotionally and mentally draining, and I felt very alone and very disrespected and underappreciated. And part of me wanted to not give my all in my work, and I could have probably gotten away with that. But there was just this voice within that says, you know, the work you do right now isn't for here, isn't it, the reward doesn't come from this place. Always be the best you in every moment, even if all the eyes that are on you do not appreciate, do not care. There's one eye, one set of eyes that is on you, and that's all that should matter, and that's your connection with spirit. And spirit sees everything that you do, and all that you put out will come back to you. It will. So do your best in every moment, and do your best to yourself. Be easy on yourself. When you make a mistake and you realize that, you know, okay, I understand. I see my error. I'm not going to do that again, because that's like the balance of energy, the recognition and the correction of that recognition of what you did wrong or how you could do better. And it's time to be easier on yourself. You are always growing, learning, and evolving. It's okay to make mistakes. And as easy as you are on others, I just feel sometimes it baffles you and blows your mind. Like, how have you even made it this far in life with your perception and the level of consciousness that you are working with? Like, people just baffle you. You are a very hard worker. You do give your all. You do. But, you know, at times maybe you do slack a little bit or just kind of pull your energy back. And Spirit says, never do that. Always be you 100%. It will come back to you. And what's happening right now is part of that energetic foundation, which is building very solidly for what's up ahead and is coming in. The fates are turning here for you. So let's pull another card. Okay, affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. You know, just remember, just as you, everybody is doing the best with what they have and what they know in that moment. Even if you feel like, you know, their level of consciousness is bad and evil, or, you know, they're just not very intelligent. You don't know their path. You don't know their journey. You don't know the life that they've had. You don't know. And they don't know yours. So this is looking at each and every person through a different perspective of, you know, why did Spirit align this energy into my life? And you are at a level of consciousness in which you can see that, whereas I feel a lot around you are unable to perceive, okay, beyond self. Like there's such a lack of awareness of self and consequence and cascade of events and effect in within you. You are very aware of those things. It's like your consciousness is in a different place, and your recognition of that should bring you into a place of softness for yourself as well as for others, okay? Because you all are doing the best you can with what you know right now today. And every day you expand and evolve a little bit more, and everybody around you expands and evolves a little bit more each day. We all move at different paces, and sometimes you get it done really quickly, and other times it's going to take a bit longer. Be gentle on yourself. Enjoy the journey. Believe. And in the dark moments, don't let go of that faith. Leap of faith right here. Know it's part of the journey. Know that you will overcome. Know that others who you feel don't have it as hard as you, don't have it as hard as you because they could not overcome. You're at a different level of consciousness than they are this life journey. All right? and what you speak of yourself and others can empower you or disempower you. So let's pull one final card. I release all negative thoughts of past and all worries about the future. This is your mantra to speak to yourself, to say out loud. All negative thoughts and emotion for self, for others, let it go, let it be healed, and realize that, you know, everybody is doing the best they can with what they know right now today. And that's all anybody can do, including you. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, symbol number 4. All right, for you guys, I am getting a very, very, very different message than I did from the first 3. For you guys, it's not about what you're doing or what's going on to block a manifestation. Like, Spirit came in like really strong and sternly, and it's like, I protected you. Like, something you're asking for, something you're reaching for here is poison. It's toxic. It is not your past, regardless of what it looks like. Spirit's like, no, 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 no. You don't want that. You don't want that. And there is this opening door that is coming your way, and when that door opens, you are gonna understand why this thing was poison, toxic, not your path. Right? So some of you may have just really been hurting and aching over why something isn't happening for you, or why something had to go down the way that it did, and Spirit saying, I protected you. So very interesting. Like, the whole energy of this read is quite different. It feels panicked and anxious to me. And so that's just a huge emphasis from Spirit of, I saved you. Like, you don't know the darkness in which is attached to that thing. Okay, so let's pull a card here. Shine love on fear. Love will light up the darkness. Okay, yep, there it is. This door that opens for you is going to make you understand why, because what has been denied you has put you in a place of darkness. And when this door opens, it's like the light, the love, and it shines the light on like the path that you've been on, and you see the treachery, the darkness, the destruction that you avoided by this thing being denied you. And some of you, I feel like this could have been like something that happened a couple years ago, and you've just been in this space of, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it. Why couldn't this have happened for me? Or why couldn't this work out? It makes absolutely no sense. And, you know, hearing like you're going to see why, and it was treachery and toxic, you're like, well, all this time's passed, you know, what could have been so bad? And this door that's opening for you, whatever it is behind it, is like the path to the sovereign lands, all right? The path to the sun. The other way was path to darkness. I don't know why that's so strong. I just see like in my mind, like this dirt path, you know, and like grass on the side, and just like this dirt path for a very, very, very long distance. All right. And right up before it like dips down and you can no longer see what's up ahead, there's this door. Okay. And through that door is beautiful sun. But if you just peek a little over the hill, then you see the treachery and darkness, all right? And it's like you're going to be right at that point before you can peek over the hill that door opens. Some of you might even, if this is something of the past, it might circle back around, and it's like it's being offered to you again as this door opens. And the door, like the light, it's going to call you in, and you're going to leave behind. Like, it's just all going to make sense. Love will light up the darkness. You are going to understand why you were blocked, why you were denied this thing. All right, let's pull some more cards. Oh yeah, look at that, seer. You're gonna see the truth, my friend. The inner child within. And be nice. Oops. Okay, so this here, the seer, the door's gonna open and you're gonna finally understand why. And the child within, the path that you were trying to walk down, like it would have been toxic and so destructive to the sweetest aspects of you. Okay, it's like this light would have been dimmed, and maybe you feel because this thing hasn't happened or it didn't happen that you were dimmed. You were not. As soon as this door opens, like you're brought like back to life, and here it is. You're gonna be much happier walking through this door. I promise you, you have missed out on nothing. And you don't feel that way, I understand, but soon you are going to see why. It is going to be so crystal clear, and so much more in your highest good, this door, that it's just like it almost appears out of nowhere. And you will see, you are not going to be left in the dark. You're not going to always be left wondering why. It's coming into the light for you, and through that knowing, that seeing, that understanding, it's very healing for you, because I believe you've thought one thing for quite some time, and now when the truth comes in, it's different than what you were thinking, and the way things make sense, and you do feel loved and blessed and protected by spirit, by the universe, through this seeing, through this knowing and understanding of the why of the past. Oh my gosh, that's so deep. And it's like you can finally be present in the moment now with that clarity, with that understanding. And in that space, I don't see you reaching and desiring anymore. You are in a moment with the universe of that utter recognition, that seeing. And maybe some of you, it's like you made a choice in the past and you've always wondered, well, what if I would have made the other choice? What would my life have been? And you've been blinded from that. And then now somehow, some way, you're going to see what your life would have been. You're going to realize like you were totally on track, even if on points you haven't felt that so much. Oh my gosh, you are going to just be like, I am so loved. I have a guardian angel on my side, and I had no idea. This is truly where you have been blessed and protected, and you have no thought or sight of it. If anything, you've felt cursed and ignored and left out in the cold, and now it's like all going to come full circle, and you're going to see and you're going to understand. All right, let's pull some tarot. Look at that. The Tree of Life is your first tarot card out. That speaks volumes. You are very protected. The Moon, you've been in the dark. You haven't been able to understand, but it's all going to become very clear quite soon. Oh, yes. Queen of Swords, coming into the truth, the illumination, the enlightenment, the knowing. Next is the Eight of Coins, learning, understanding. Yep. And lastly, the Nine of Wands, a long journey that has definitely left you with some wounds. You're finally going to be able to set down these wands. You're going to be healed. You're going to take a rest. And also that talks about how I was getting that sense where you're not in a place of desire or wanting, in this clarity. You're sitting down for a rest and enjoying the moment with spirit, realizing how truly loved and blessed you are. And with the Tree of Life, you have a very specific destiny. Like, we all have free will, okay? And we all have this blueprint that we have set out for ourselves for this lifetime. And all that blueprint means is the energies that we incarnate with are very likely to align us to that blueprint and create that, all right? But the free will here and the way that you grow and experience, you're constantly upgrading that blueprint, okay? Creating all different types of scenarios. And with this tree of life, for you guys, the blueprint is very, very fixed, okay? It's not to say that you don't have free will, but it is very fixed, and fixed in the sense of you have a lot of spiritual protection around you, and at some level you have given the free will choice spiritually to allow these spirits around you to influence different things that can happen and not happen for you in this journey. And it's because you have a very specific plan. Your soul had a very specific plan of what it wanted to happen and experience this lifetime. And also, you are more of an evolved consciousness. And so that is why you have these different spirits around you. They're like, if you can veer off the path, but if you get too far off the path and you're about to go over the cliff, it's like they come in and move you back to the path, okay? And not everybody has that. Not everybody has that, but you guys do. And that's why it feels, when things are happening for you, it's like boom, 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 boom. But when it's restricted, you can't do anything to overcome in that moment. And so you're going to see things are going to make sense. What has been hidden is now going to come to the light and be revealed to you. And you're going to really feel like you dodged a bullet, like you are happy, you are one with spirit because of what's now coming and what you see that you avoided. You are very protected and loved. You got a guardian angel on your side 100%. And look at that. Here she is. Here she is. She is showing as the Queen of Swords, because look at this. Queen of Swords has a set of wings, doesn't she? And she always protects you from the dishonesty, and she will bring cold hard truth and fact into your life when you need it, okay? She's definitely created some sobering moments for you, but it's for your own good. It's for your highest good, because even though she can be this energy, very stern, very strict, very honest, she's also very playful, okay? She's very playful, and she helps you expand your imagination into all the magic and wonder of this life journey. And she keeps you grounded to that blueprint that you set out for. She is very, very protective over you. Oh my goodness. It's almost like, oh my gosh, yes. It's like mother and child, okay? And this doesn't have to mean that this is your mother, all right, in spirit. Maybe for some of you it is, but that's like the image like she's giving me is like mama bear, very protective over you, baby bear, okay? Your human self. Very, very protective, and will guard and will intervene when she sees fit, okay? When you're really veering off, or you're going to reach for something, like you are in no means a child, okay? But it's the imagery Spirit's showing me right now, like, you know, a baby crawling towards an electrical outlet. You're going to veer the baby away from that, right? You're not going to let the baby go to that outlet, even though the desire of the baby is like, oh, I want to go explore that right there. Yes, that's it. That's it. No, you're going to veer the baby away. And that's like what she does, is when you are trying to align to experiences, manifestations, and people that are like you are about to stick a needle into an electrical outlet, she's going to veer you away from that, because you have a destiny to fulfill for the evolution of your soul. It's very clear. It's very specific. And she is going to see that it happens for you, that you achieve all you set out to this life journey. She is very protective over you. She guards you. And when things are not happening for you, call upon her. Ask her to bring you the truth. Ask her to show you why. What am I not seeing? What am I missing here? Why is this not my path? Because she is only going to veer you away from danger, as a parent would veer their baby away from danger. That is the only time she's going to intervene. All right, she's made that very, very, very clear in this message, is when you are headed for danger. That's the only time she's going to intervene. And it's not because you're a child. Okay, that's just the imagery that I was shown. It's not that you're a child. It's just that you have a destiny. All right, and there's things you reach for that will kind of make this all go to the wind. And this is very important about your soul evolution for this lifetime. All right, so a door is going to open for you. You are going to see the truth and have a greater understanding. And just know, when this energy comes in, she is very powerful, and she is always going to clear away the negative, the dark, all right, that will screw this up. It's not to say you never have bad experiences, all right? It's just when whatever it is really going to screw up your life plan, your blueprint for this journey, that's when she intervenes. So when it's not happening, no, it's not a part of this. And when it's not a part of this, it means it's not in your highest good. All right, let's pull another card. Some of you, it's like she's stern, and other times it's almost as though she's a fairy godmother with the magic that plays out in your life. And no, none of the other reads did I get that very specific spirit coming in like that. All right. Return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essentials for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. How perfect of a message is that after this whole reading? Oh my goodness. Yes, she always has what's best at heart for you, okay, in her energy, and that's how she guides you, and that's how she directs you. Let's pull one final card for your mantra to say and speak to yourself. All right, well, all of those jumped out, and because she came in so strong, I know she has a lot to say here, so we'll go with all of them. My thoughts become my reality. Yes, they do. And that includes, you know, those things she's veering you away from. You've got a little safety net here that a lot of people don't have. Value that. I do not worry about things I cannot control. Know that all is well. Know that you are always on your path. Creative energy surges through me and leads me to new and brilliant ideas. Yes, that's that door opening for you, bringing you to that understanding. My ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. Yes, yes it is. You signed up for a lot this life journey. My mind is my tool to use in any way I wish. Yes, it is, and she helps keep your thoughts elevated. And also, those of you who are creatives, I feel like you can go to a whole nother level. Or if you feel like you are trying to get your creative idea out there, she says the timing will come. You don't want your idea to go to the wolves, all right? And then I am at peace with my past. Yes, you've got to trust the journey of what is, because it's leading to what is truly best for you. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.